Hello, everyone, and welcome. Now, it's been an interesting time. I am better, so I am excited about being back today. Now, the topic we're going to talk about today is obstacles and removing obstacles in your way when you are getting ready to do anything that pertains to YouTube, to recording, to editing, the whole nine. So we're going to jump into this lesson. And then after the lesson, we're going to answer any questions that you may have. So let's jump into this. Let me get the screen open. Today, we're going to talk about overcoming YouTube obstacles and reaching your success. Hello, everyone. I'm Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me, YouTube Tips and More, where I make YouTube a bit easier for the small YouTuber and the more seasoned YouTuber. One of the biggest challenges that YouTube creators face is making sure that they have enough time to complete all the tasks that are necessary to have a successful channel. We all have very busy lives, and it's very difficult to try to leave all those tasks in our everyday routine. Let me give you a quick tip. Don't try. Instead, change your routine. I have a video coming up on schedules that I think can help you, so keep a lookout for it. Today, I want to specifically talk about removing obstacles that prevent you from starting or completing a creative task that's necessary for your YouTube videos. Now, there are going to be things like researching, scripting, shooting, editing, promoting, publishing your video, and everything necessary to get your video out of the idea stage to the actual published video. Now, starting a project is the hardest part. Now, an example for me is I have to do a table scape, and the hardest part is picking out the dishes and the napkins and get it going. But once you get it going, it's easy. And believe it or not, it's the same with the creative process. What are some of the things that get in the way of you starting? There are going to be things like getting text messages, being distracted by social media, and having your equipment ready. It's going to be different for each person, but it's important to identify. I want you to take a few moments, either pause this video and do it now, or do it after you watch this video. But write it down. Write a list of things that you think that distract you, either from getting started or from completing one of the creative tasks. If you're on this live, write down your top 3 distractions so we can chat about them at the end of this lecture. Now, let's mark a few of them right off that list, like getting your phone calls, text messages, social media, or anything like that. They can be fixed really easy. Just turn off your phone. It may seem like a tiny step, but remember that even being distracted for a few seconds by the light popping up in your phone means that you have to start this task all over again. Some of us will say, well, I've already stopped, so let me go get something to drink or something to eat and just make that quick phone call. Well, guess what? Everything you just did completely interrupted your flow. Here's what I do. I turn my ringer off. Actually, I take my phone and I put it face down because even just seeing that light in the corner of my eye, you're already distracted, right? Now, it's upside down. You can completely forget about it. You talk to Nancy every day. How many of her calls are time sensitive? And do you have to get back to her with an immediate response? Some of us have a situation where the equipment is set, but the batteries are not charged, the memory cards are full. Whatever it is, get it ready ahead of time so that you can use that time you schedule and record more efficiently. I'll give you an example. What I do, if I schedule a time to shoot a video tomorrow, for example, I'm going to make sure that my lights are set up, that my microphone is charged, and that all the cameras and are exactly where I want them to be. I also check my batteries to make sure that everything is on and ready to go. So that means I take my battery out of my camera, I put it in charging station, I take my SD card out, and I take it upstairs to empty it. So I'll schedule the time so I can just sit down and start recording and get it done. So if they're taking a few extra minutes to make sure your SD card has enough space, then space on it, because I don't want to find out when I'm sitting down to start to record, or even worse, in the middle of the video, I run out of space. I don't even want to take 2 minutes during the time that I'm shooting the video to take and empty or change out the memory card and put it back in the camera. Not only is this making me have to start the task over, gets me out of the mindset of being on camera. And I know it's going to be an impact on the quality of my content. I'm going to say it again. Remove the obstacles. We just went over a few obstacles and I addressed them specifically in the context of shooting, but in the same is true for research or scripting or publishing. If you haven't yet made a list of each of those items, do it now. This will help eliminate wasteful time. Thank you for watching, and if you have any other tips that you think that will be helpful to other creators, please share it in the comment section below. You know I love reading your comments. Also, if you have any questions, please just ask me and I'll help you as much as I can. I hope this video on removing obstacles was helpful. If you're interested in learning more, check out the other videos in this series. The links will be below in the description. Give this video a thumbs up, share it, and hit that subscribe and notification button if you're not a member. And don't forget to follow me on my other social media accounts. The links are below.
Okay, today I want to do something to the point and help everybody get an understanding. So, does anyone have any questions about today's lesson on obstacles? Let's see, did I do anything else for obstacles? No, I didn't. Now, I know a lot of us get distracted very easily, and just doing the simple things to get yourself ready for recording is very helpful. Like I shared with you, like I have a schedule where I record on certain days of the week. So that means Monday, I take my battery out of my camera and I put it in the charging station. Then I take my memory card out, and I bring it upstairs and I make sure that I delete anything that needs to be deleted off. I try to keep it at least 2 videos on there to make sure that I haven't, messed up anything. Because sometimes I still have them on the card and I haven't uploaded them to the computer yet. So I'm getting better at when as soon as I film them and I do my film day, I try to go ahead and upload them to their designated folders. So this way it'll help me keep ahead. Now, also what I do on film day, after I set up my cameras and my lights, like if I'm doing a tablescape, I get all my items that I'm going to use for the tablescape and I have them sitting on the table. That way, when the next day comes and it's film day, anything that I was going to do that day is already set up. So all I have to do is get myself together and just go to work. Now, like for instance, this is spring. Now, what I did was I started with the the fireplace. I moved from the fireplace to the formal table. From there, the entryway. From the entryway, I did the breakfast table. From the breakfast table, I did the coffee station, the island, and then I did the tray in the corner in my kitchen. I did the front porch. I had to wait because it was raining and I did it another day. But I tried to do batch filming where I can sit there and film all at one time. So it's very helpful when you have your stuff already programmed out, where you know what day you're going to film and what your content is. Now it's very helpful. I have a form down below that you can get to where you can use to start your videos, to set up your videos, and also one for batch filming. So that way, these forms are free, I might add. So this way that if when you get ready to do your videos and you're planning your videos, you can plan them out on the form where you have all the information you need for the day of recording. And with batch filming, I put the title of each video at the top of the form that I'm using for batch filming. So that way I can do my checklist and make sure that I have all the areas ready for me to film. One thing I also want to tell you is to make sure that the area that you're going to film in is clean. I did an intro and I could kick myself because I didn't look behind me to see what was on the table. I would normally put my screen up and it's a green screen, and the green screen I can change the background. And I thought I had the green screen up. I didn't. I had junk. My desk was a mess because I had moved stuff and piled it on my desk. So all this stuff was piled on my desk and I could see it in the video, and I could have kicked myself because I didn't follow my checklist. I was calling myself rushing. Instead of me taking my time and using my checklist, I'd have known to clear off that area. I've seen too many videos where people are facing you talking, and then behind them, it looks like a tornado has struck wherever the area they're in. So please make sure that your area is clean before you start. Now, batch filming can be very, very helpful. So you might want to look into batch filming and set your count, plan your days of what your content is going to be. What did she say here? She says, I realize that I get distracted easily. I lose notes or get scattered. I know how to document. It used to help me when I have a document that used to help me when I work out of the week. Yeah, the forms I have, Denise, are really helpful. They break down everything you need to do for recording. Let me pull up the form and maybe that'll help if I pull it up and share with you what the form looks like. Let me go here and go. Is it in this folder? Did I move it back here? Nope, it's still here. Forms. Okay, Stephanie's forms. And then I have a batch filming checklist. Okay, so let me get back to you here, and I'm going to share the screen. Now, here is my batch filming form. Let me make it a little bit bigger so you can see. Now, I have the batch plan. Okay, schedule it. Then right here is your topics. What title 1, title 2, title 3, title 4. Now I try to do four videos at a time. Well, plan out 4 videos to do. Sometimes I do more than that. It just depends on the day and what the videos are. Now here it says to scout 2 or more locations to film if possible. Prepare your scene, clean up your area, move distractions, repeat for additional locations, and then frame your shot, set up your props. Always remember to have your props handy where you don't have to get up and go look for anything. Now here, prepare all gear. Charge your batteries, clear your SD cards, charge your mic batteries, charge your laptop if you're using a laptop. Then here, gather your gear, get your camera, your SD cards, your lights, your props, your products. Have you chart? You need to change clothes. If you're doing more than one video, some people like to change clothes, change tops when they do a video, or change a dress to do another video. Now, extra camera batteries, if you have those. You have your mics, your computer, and your favorite drink. Because if you're talking like I am now, your mouth is dry, you need a drink. All right, and it says preview your video and your audio on your computer. Just before you start to record, make sure you do a test where you go and you say, hi, just something to make you look at the video to make sure that your volume is working, that your video is in focus, that your lights and everything is perfect, that your backdrop or your camera setting is fine. Then here it goes, record your first video, switch up for your background or props or clothes, then repeat. Batch product, thumbnails, and overshoot more optionals later. What that means is like when you're filming, take some extra shots of photos so that you will have those photos for you'll have the photos ready when you get ready to do your thumbnails. Now, my other form that I use, let me pull it up. YouTube tips. Where is it at? I'm going to do decorating on the budget. That's the channel summary, channel audit. Where is it? ABC planning weekly. I'm going to do, here it is, right here. Now, let me come back to you and we're going to go share a screen. Hi, my area will be clean, but I might open the pantry door and then I hear you. Cause I had to really get my pantry together, Denise. Now here's the other form that I have is my weekly checklist for my weekly videos that I do on decorating on the budget. Now here I have the video title, the date the video goes out, and the time. Then over here, my checklist. Did I do my thumbnail, my title? Did I film? If I filmed it, did I make my short? Did I edit? Do voiceovers? Did you add effects, music, the end cards, the iCards? Add to a playlist? Did you add your tags? Did you upload it to private? Have you published it or scheduled it to go out? Then over here, did you need to send out emails and reminders? Do you post on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Thread, TikTok? Or even do you put your short up plan to go? Now, I use later.com and I put all of this, the Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Thread, TikTok, and the short, I do it all programmed on later.com. Now here also, I write in the description I'm going to use for the video and all the hashtags I'm going to use. So this form, the second form, helps you plan out everything that you have everything ready when you record. So those forms will be available for you. The link is down below. You can go to my website and download them for free. Now, does anyone have any questions about batch filming? Now, to start off, if this is your first time batch filming, don't try to do 3 and 4 and 5 videos at one time. Try to do 2. And then if 2 is easy and you set up and 2 works for you, maybe the next time you may try to do 3. But do your 2. Don't try to be like me, because sometimes I'll batch film 7 films. That's just me. But sometimes, if this is your first time doing it, try doing 2 videos. Now, like it's getting ready to be what? We just did all the spring stuff. The summer stuff is getting ready to come up. So I'm still have some spring things to do. That shouldn't have came on. I'm going to be doing spring cleaning on my patio. So that'll be coming up soon. So what I do is I try to do everything pertaining to the patio on the same day. So if I clean it, then I decorate it. And then if I'm doing a tablescape, I do the tablescape. I try to do all that while I'm out there. So I will clean it in the morning. When it dries, I will set it up and decorate it. And then I will do another video of a tablescape. So that's 3 videos right there for a patio. That's batch filming. So everything will be ready. So I try to make it easy on myself, because there may be some days where I'm sick or my husband is sick and I need to have content out. Like now, I'm already recording my May content. All of my April content for decorating my budget is done. But I still have some scripts to go over and do some critiquing to for this channel. I still have, I think I'm at the end of April with my, I have my scripts all the way down to, I think, September. But I need to go over and, critique them. And then I have a day where I just film scripts, where I put on a face, sit here and do one script after the other, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Now, like today, before I did this live, I did two scripts, two other scripts for two other videos. So it's working out pretty good, the batch filming. Let's see. Denise says, I'm learning to pin comments to videos. That's one thing I need to get back to doing, Denise. I was told that to do that, and to give them a link to like a playlist or something like that. And I started doing it, and then I don't know why I stopped, but I did. I've learned to do a talking head and then a cooking or cleaning. Yes. I try to do, if I'm in the kitchen, like I'm going to start getting back to doing cooking videos for my third channel. I'm trying to get other things together for that because I want to do some other segments on my third channel. But what I do, if I'm in the kitchen, I'll clean the kitchen. Like, for instance, this spring, I cleaned the kitchen. There's a video of me cleaning the kitchen. And then you saw me decorate the coffee station. And then I decorated the tier tray. And then I decorated the tray in the other corner. And then I did a video to show the whole kitchen. So I did 3 videos. That's 1, 2, 3. I did 4 videos all in the same day in the kitchen. So I cleaned it. I did the coffee station. I did the tier tray and the other tray. So that's the 3rd video. And then I did the whole overall kitchen, which was the 4th video. So while me cleaning, I did 4 videos. So I try to make as many as I can in one area. Let's see. Your confidence is showing. Thank you. I try to do as many as I can. I try to make sure that when I put on, if I'm going to put on a face, I am going to do several videos. I am not going to waste a face. My foundation costs $45 a bottle. So I'm not going to put it on and just do my live. I'm going to do some other videos. I'm not going to waste a face. And then if I'm in the kitchen, like I said, I try to plan what other videos are coming up. I thought I cut off my notifications. My goodness. I did cut them off. Why are they still coming on? So what I do is when I'm going to do an area like tomorrow, my vision is to clean the patio, decorate the patio, do a tablescape on the patio, and also fix a meal on the patio. So that's 4 videos. So when I get up in the morning at 7:30, 7:45, I put on some jeans and a t-shirt and some tennis shoes, and I get my cleaning products ready, and I go on the patio, and I'm going to clean the patio. So once I clean the patio, after I scrub the bricks down, because I haven't cleaned it since the Hurricane Beryl, where all the dirt and the branches were everywhere. So it's getting mowed today, supposedly getting mowed this evening. So when they get through mowing this evening and clean up the yard, then tomorrow it will be me using the cement cleaner that I have. I can't think of the brand right now, but I'm going to clean the bricks, clean the stones rather, wash them all down, get the patio furniture moved, spray all the stuff down, spray the outside pillows to make sure they're clean, lay them out so they can get dry. And then the next video will be me putting the patio together, making it look pretty. And then after I make it look pretty, then the next one you'll see will be me doing a tablescape on the patio. And then after that, then later on that day, most likely it would be an early dinner or something like that. My husband and I would sit outside and we'll eat on the patio. That's if mosquitoes and bugs don't attack us. But my husband did buy these things to put outside that were like, I want to say bug killers things. So like, the zappers. He got some big ones. And we have 2 of them to sit outside and to get it attracts the mosquitoes and bugs. So I'm going to see how good they work. So those videos will be coming up, but I do have my schedule and I do have my plan where I batch film. I try to batch light content together. So that's why everything on the patio will be done after that one day on the patio. Now, of course, after I clean that patio and scrub it down and I'm all stanky and sweat, I'll rest a minute, take a shower, get dressed, then go back out there. And I may or may not do that. I may just wait for it to dry, then come back out, decorate it, and then come take a shower, and then do the tablescape, and then cook the meal, and we eat outside. So, like I said, that's 4 videos, batch filming, bam, bam, bam. It's all done. That's 4 videos. That's 2 weeks worth of videos. So I'm trying to get myself where I'm to the point now on decorating on the budget. I'm recording May's content, but I really actually want to get through May, which is it'll take me, I say it'll take me maybe 2 days because I film on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So it'll take me those 2 days to do May and most likely June. If I can do May and June on Tuesday and Thursday, then I will be ahead, so far ahead where I don't kill myself trying to do other things. So, like my husband has doctor's appointments on certain days, I won't miss out on filming because it's already done. So, batch filming is a good thing. Then, next week, we're going to talk more on batch filming because there are some things I want to share with you that I do in my process of batch filming that might help you. So hopefully I will see you next week. I also want to thank the people in the replay for giving your girl a thumbs up. You know, it helps me, but it doesn't hurt.
While we're here, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Also, comment and share my content. Now, under Creatively Miss Me, I have 3 channels. My main channel is Creatively Miss Me, Decorating on the Budget. My second channel is Creatively Miss Me, YouTube Tips and More. And the third is Creatively Miss Me, Healthy Tips and More. Hopefully you like what you see and you'll become a member of all of my channels. Now let's get back. Tonight's sponsor is $5 Jewelry Paradise, where your independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now I have the link for all the information down below. So when you go, tell her Stephanie sent you.
Now, so don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. I really appreciate you coming and taking the time out to hear me babble. I've tried some new things. Now I'm trying to really get confident in doing the B-rolls. At first, I had a really problem with B-rolls. I just couldn't get them to look right for me. So tonight I did include some B-rolls and I think they turned out pretty good. So I'm going to be adding more B-rolls into my lessons, so I'm just not a talking head. As you see, I'm back some where you see more than just this much on the camera. You see a little bit more skin. But anyway, I enjoyed my lesson for tonight. It's very informative. And next week, when we jump into more on batch filming, I have other techniques that you can use to help you with batch filming. Also coming up, I do have some videos. Leona asked me, "Hi, how are you?" You can watch the replay. It's going to be up in a few minutes. I know you'll like it because I gave a lot of information tonight on batch filming. Now, a while back, Leona asked me about cameras. So I'm going to be doing 2 episodes here. I think in the next, let me look on my calendar and see. Let's see. Cameras. It's going to be in August, but I think it's going to be earlier than that. Let me see. But anyway, I am going to be doing, I think I have 2 videos on explaining some things about the use of your camera, because I'm still learning the camera as well. So I think that those would be helpful to a lot of people, understanding the camera, how to do some basic techniques for shooting, because I'm learning mine. I am not A1 on my camera. I just know 2 buttons. So I have been learning how to use other things on my camera to do the right settings for the lighting and all of that. And it's been working out pretty well. So I think you'll enjoy those lessons coming up, because the lessons that I'm teaching in the couple of months coming up are all that I think that are vital. They are like batch filming and understanding how to do scheduling and planning. We've done planning already. So a lot of videos that I'm doing, I think that's going to be very helpful to everyone. And I really hope that you come back to enjoy it. What does she say? She says, I make a list of B-rolls before I start filming. That way I get them done. Well, Denise, I'm really trying to get better with B-rolls. And I do have a lesson coming up, I think next month or the month after, where I'm going to be working with B-rolls. So I'm really trying to implement more B-rolls in my video like I did today. And I think it made the video a little bit more, I want to say more, what's it going to say? More exciting, or more that you want to see what's coming up next. So I'm really working on adding in B-rolls and getting places where I can get free stuff for B-rolls, because a storyteller, you have to pay for a monthly subscription. And right now, with my husband being sick, I can't afford another bill. I had to cut some things that I was using out, because with him being sick, that medicine ain't cheap. So I had to cut some things out that I'm trying to find a replacement for that doesn't cost me a lot of money. So with that all being said, thank you for being here tonight. And hopefully the B-rolls that I put in the video today were not overwhelming. And I'm going to get better with them. And I am feeling better by talking on camera and more confident about what I'm talking about. I love adding B-rolls. I think it's more, yes. And that's what I meant. It makes the videos more interesting. I couldn't even think of the word, but that's something I'm working on, Carol. I'm working on doing B-rolls, because first I thought I couldn't do them. They didn't look right to me. Looking at some of the other people's B-rolls, I was like, yours sucks, Stephanie, take them down. But I think I did pretty good at today's videos with the B-rolls. So let me know what you think about my B-rolls. I really, really, really want to know what you think about the B-rolls that I did today. So let me know in your comments. And I will catch you next week, where we'll talk more in depth, and I'll show you how I do my batch filming. See you next week. Bye-bye.